Hey everyone, I have no idea what this thing is. If you happen to be one of the couple of people that are subscribed to my Patreon, you may have already seen this before. I did a little video testing a Power Rangers White Tiger Zord, and in the box was this, which had nothing to do with the Tiger Zord, but it is something Power Rangers related. It's from 1998 Bandai, and I don't know what it is. I know I looked it up at some point. Let me Google it again. I'm gonna use Google Lens. Okay, it's a 1998 Power Rangers Lost Galaxy Morpher, Transmorpher. I don't know what it is, but it's a thing for Power Rangers from 1998. And as we saw in my Patreon video, it doesn't work. So yeah, I actually cleaned a lot of there was batteries that had leaked in there, and I cleaned a lot of it up in that video, but it still didn't work after that. And there's still just a lot of nastiness in there, because I was really hoping that I could get that working. And unfortunately, that just was not the case. So I'm gonna clean this up a little better again. I'm gonna use a little grinding pen. There, I'm gonna give it the best chance it's gonna have at working, and I'm gonna try it again, so that'll tell you, if you're seeing this, it didn't work. Yeah, it's still not doing anything. I don't know what it's supposed to do though. All right, let's take this thing apart now. That's way too big of a screwdriver. I don't know if that one's gonna want to come out. Let's see if I can get these other ones out first. Okay. That one's rusted in there pretty bad. So we might have to have this soak in Evaporust, assuming we get this working. I don't even know if it's gripping on anything. I get it? Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna plop that in some Evaporust right now. That way that can soak while I'm working on the rest of this. So hopefully by the time I'm done with it, it should be good. All right, you're just gonna separate. Is there any? Ooh, there we go. This is very dirty on the inside. Okay, let's go a little deeper. It does look like we got, that might be corrosion right there. I hope not. Yeah, we definitely, some sort of corrosion. Let me get I'm gonna need a cotton swab to clean that up, because it's very crusty underneath. Oh, this is just, the solder mask is just lifting right off this. Oh boy. Yeah, we definitely have battery corrosion right here on this terminal. Yeah, you can definitely see there's battery corrosion there, and then it went all the way up through this cord. So this entire cord has battery corrosion. All right, good news, I found a wire. Where did I put it? I just set it down, there it is. This was something I actually cut to size for a different project that I didn't end up using, so we can use it for this. So what we're gonna need to do is I'm just gonna remove this entire, oh, it just ripped off. Okay, well that saves me some time. So I'm just gonna remove the rest of this cord by just desoldering this side, because clearly this cord was bad. It obviously just completely removed itself. Hopefully this cord is still pretty good here on the positive side, because the negative is just corroded. I do like that the little light bulb is just held in with a single piece of Scotch tape. Good quality. Okay, well that's out now. I'm gonna use some copper braid to just kind of clean up the rest of the solder that's on there. Got a cotton swab and some isopropyl alcohol. Clean up here, and then just everywhere else on this board. The solder mask coming up kind of makes me a little nervous. I don't know if I should repaint that on there. Well, let's see if we can get this working first, and then if we can, maybe we repaint the solder mask that's come off. Oh, that's grody. Oh, I think I lost a little bit of that button. Uh-oh. Oh, that came right off. That's a problem, man. Now I'm gonna have to repair that. I guess we'll come back to that problem in a little bit. Let's deal with, oh, I forgot, we gotta deal with you first. All right, so this cord is only about that long. We can go a little bit longer just to give us a little bit more room to work with. There we go. Now we can loop this through here. Gonna add a little bit of flux. All right, that seems to be pretty well in there, and that's very hot and burning my fingers. Now I'll poke this through this here, hopefully. Okay. All right, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Trim off this little bit of extra wire here at the top. All right, let's clean this up a little bit better. Annoyingly, I'm gonna have to rebuild the piece that came off, which I'm not thrilled about, to say the least. So let's go like that, maybe. Okay, so let's take you. I'm gonna apply a little bit of glue. I know this is tape, and the tape is supposed to just work as tape, but I'm gonna tell you it doesn't. It's the worst. Also, my tweezers are really jank, and I need new tweezers. They're like missing the ends. So now that's super glued on there. Really, realistically needs to dry before I do anything stupid like add solder to it, because that would be really stupid if I just started doing that right off the bat before letting it dry. I don't even know if this thing turns on yet. No, stay in place. Okay. In theory, that should work. It looks terrible, but it might work. Let's see if this works after all that, because there's still a good chance that it doesn't. All right, this is all back together. Let's throw batteries in. Let's see. Oh, we have a light now. We have a light. Oh, ah, ah. We don't have sound. We have a light though. We've made progress. All right, but it's not fixed because it's back apart. All right, I just watched a video on this that, thank God, someone 17 years ago posted, and it's supposed to just make noises while it's on, and it's not at all. So we have issues somewhere with the sound. Now what I'm concerned about is the condition in which this speaker is. The speaker looks horrendous. Well, you know what? I can see if I have a spare speaker, actually. Hang on. Okay, I have a Game Boy speaker that is very close in size, and I don't know where this screw came from, but it was stuck to the bottom. It's not one of my screws here, so there was just a random screw stuck to it. I think this will fit, won't it? Is it much different in size? It is bigger. That may be a problem. It is physically larger. Dang it, hang on, let me see if I have another speaker. This is a Game Boy Color speaker. This one's smaller. Green is right, blue is left. Okay, well, the whole PCB just removed itself while I was trying to unsolder this, so either way, this needed to be replaced, I guess. Also, I totally just cooked one of my fingers after that moved. I'm gonna tell you, my finger hurts from when I accidentally just touched that soldering iron. But Alpha 5 needs me, so I need to get this fixed. That was his name, right? Alpha 5? The little robot. with the spaceship looking head. We're gonna good enough this together for the time being. Let's throw some batteries in here. Oh, okay. So the speaker was bad. Okay, cool. And then obviously, oh no, it just makes beep noise. So then this is still obviously a problem. Oh. Okay. Ooh, okay. All right, I think we fixed it, guys. I think we fixed it. Or it's just making noises on its own. I'm not really sure. It's doing a thing if I push those. All right, let me clean that a little better. Now that we know this thing works and the buttons work, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna use some solder mask on a cotton swab here. Let me use this, steal this plunger out of this one. So I'm just gonna paint over the traces on this that clearly lost their solder mask. And then I'm just going to let this dry overnight. Way too thick. But this way it's gonna be protected in the future and hopefully will continue to last for a long, long time. I'm really bad at applying solder mask. This is such a mess. I think my New Year's resolution should be get better at applying solder mask. Whatever, that's good enough. It doesn't have to be pretty. In theory, no one will ever have to see this again. Rest in peace, speaker. Okay, let me grab my UV light. We're just gonna let that cure. Well, we'll let this dry and then I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hey, it is the next day. Let's turn this off. Everything appears to be dry. Let's throw this thing back together. Everything is back together, and actually this is the screw that we just pulled out of the Evaporust. But yeah, so the screw looks good. We lost the black paint that would have been on there, but other than that, it's not rusty and it actually works as a screw again. Only thing left to do is to try it out. Will this fit on my wrist? I've got tiny little wrists. I have the wrists of a child, so this should fit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we've got a problem. It's gotta come back apart. Okay, so if I take it out, everything works and sounds correct. But when it was all together, it was sounding terrible. Or also, one of the speaker cables got ripped out and I had to resolder that in there. And it didn't want to go in there and it fought me the entire time. So it looks terrible, but here we are. Why does it sound fine now? It sounded terrible when I had it together. I didn't even do anything different. I am so confused. I literally didn't do anything. What in the heck? Kind of a dumb idea. So the speaker's just kind of like falling in there. I'm gonna see if I can cut some foam to fit underneath the speaker and just glue it in place onto the speaker. So that way it sits more flush up here like the old speaker did. Okay, I cut a little square chunk out, which if we put that there, that should sit pretty flush up against this. So I think, actually maybe I trim this down just a little bit more. This would be much better suited if I was using like a razor or something that was better than just a pair of scissors. But I don't do arts and crafts. Okay, that sits a little higher. Actually, I think I cut too much off. What if we put a little bit back on? Do I need to glue it, or will it just kind of sit? I was gonna glue it, but I think it's fine. We're just gonna go with it as is, and I'm gonna see if it sounds better. Everything is put back together, hopefully for the last time. Let's try this one more time. Oh, there we go. Scared me for a second. Are these supposed to do different sounds? It sounds the same. Oh, I guess it's a different pitch? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if it sounds any different. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a different noise. That's not. Oh. Oh, I'm not lining up with the arrows. I see. Now I got it figured out. This is a children's toy and I'm too stupid to figure it out. Okay, so it's got to line up with the arrows and then it makes the noise. Okay, but if you push in between, it won't make the correct noise. So that's all right. I get it now. So there we go. Well, there we go. It works. The thing, I fixed it. It was a lot of work for this, but I'm really happy with how this came out. And honestly, you know, I'm sure there's some sort of lesson there of even if it, you know, the first fix doesn't work, just keep going at it, you know? Like sometimes you repair one thing to find out, oh, there's another issue and there's another issue, but you just gotta keep going. And that was fun. This is awesome. It was very different. This has definitely had a multitude of issues and we got through all of them together, and I hope this was an entertaining video. And shout out to those who are subscribed to the Patreon, so you actually got to see the full story arc of this 1998 Bandai Transformers Transmorpher thingy here. So you got to see all of that because you got to see me find it because I didn't even realize it was in the box, and you got to see it get fixed. So shout out to you guys who got to watch that on my Patreon. And, you know, just shout out to anyone that's watching this at all. I love everyone that's watching this. You guys are the best. Thank you all again. Bye-bye, everybody.